to Outside Explorer. We're in Utah, just outside of Bryce Canyon, and we're with Julie, Max, and Nick from Seldom Seen Adventures, and they're going to take us on an exciting adventure. Tell us what we're doing today.
All right, Tiara, so we're going to go canyoneering today. We're here, and we're going to take you through a very remote, seldom seen canyon. Only a handful of people have ever gone through this. So
awesome.
I think we'll be the first to film it.
Well, this is the Clarion Formation, and this was formed as sediments were laid down millions of years ago, layer after layer, and as the seabed retreated and exposed this area of rock, wind and rain eroded the rock and left these cool rock formations exposed, Hoodoos and these ledges that you see up here. And the top layer is a layer of harder limestone, and so it kind of holds the whole thing together, and as the lower layers, the softer limestone, wears away, you get what we see here. What we have here is manzanita, and I had heard for a long time that native people around here would use this as a local anesthetic. They would turn it into a little poultice and put it on their cuts and scrapes, and it would take the pain away. Well, so last year I had a really bad toothache and couldn't do anything about it right away, and so I just popped one of these in the side of my mouth next to the tooth that hurt, and sure enough, all day, pretty soon I forgot about the pain and I was able to work. So it's kind of a cool little plant.
We're about halfway into our trip. The hikes were easy to moderate. I would say that anybody can do these hikes, and they're fabulous. The views are amazing. I've never seen anything like this. And then we stopped along the way and got some tutorials on the trees, some birds and bugs. And then tell us what we're gonna do next. What's the second half of our trip?
Well, we only have one difficult section left. We have a moderate hill climb up and over a ridge. And as soon as we drop up over that ridge and into that canyon, it's all easy from there, and the scenery gets just amazing in there. Very tight slot canyons. The Hoodoos will come out, some natural bridges even. So we're in for it.
Awesome. I'm really excited.
So on these type of rappels right here in this canyon, we're going to do a feature called a sit start. And what a sit start is basically Max is going to demonstrate it, but he's going to sit down with his legs facing out, and then as he lets himself out just a little bit, he's going to turn himself and then ride himself underneath the cliff.
So that's kind of a little rock right over here. Get your foot out on. And I think
you get your hand out from underneath there. Yeah! Yeah, baby! That's how we do it.
Well, I'm doing a fireman's belay, and so basically, as the person comes down, I want to make sure that they have some slack so that they can come down, but if ever they lose their footing or they start to slip, I can pull this into the rope tight, and that'll stop them.
All these canyons are formed by flash floods. And the flash floods can do pretty amazing things in here. They can actually change the nature of them quite a bit. I've seen canyons that had a 10-foot drop get washed out completely, and now you can walk underneath the boulders that were holding up the 10-foot cliff. So there's a lot of change that can happen. It's amazing the amount of force that comes through these canyons. That was the Narrows of Holy Grail Canyon. That was the first time this canyon has ever been filmed.
Spectacular adventure today in these canyons. Thank you guys so much for taking us out. Max, Julie, Nick at Seldom Seen Adventures. If people want to get in touch with you for a guided tour, how can they do that?
Easy, just go on the web to intotheseldom.com.
Great, thanks. We would also like to thank our accommodations last night at Stone Canyon Inn. The stars were unbelievable from the hot tub on the deck in our private cabin, so thank you. We'll see you next time on Outside Explorer.